Hey gang, it's Shay from JTech and welcome to another JTech video. In today's video, we're going to talk about the brand new Samsung Galaxy S26 as well as Apple's big announcements over the last couple of weeks, as well as maybe even the Pixel 10a. So let's just start with the big release, and that is the Galaxy S26, S26 Plus and S26 Ultra. As someone who's been a user of Samsung phones, exclusively Samsung Galaxy S phones for the last 6 or so years, I've always been looking forward to the next Unpacked event. And for the Galaxy S26 this year, the S26 series, it's been relatively, how can I say it, iterative and incremental improvements, especially if you're coming from, or if you're looking forward to getting the Galaxy S26 Ultra. So let's start with the start of the show, and that's the S26 Ultra. It's pretty much the same in terms of design. A few tweaks here. It's more rounded, it's less boxy. The Ultra phones have been less boxy since last year, and so all the phones from the base S26, S26 Plus, as well as the S26 Ultra have a similar design language. It looks more curvy on the corners as compared to previous devices, and it looks similar to the base phone as well as the Plus phone, which is good. The big selling point of the Galaxy S26 Ultra is the inbuilt privacy display. Now, half of the pixels of the S26 Ultra are variable, while the other half are just normal regular AMOLED subpixels. What this feature does is make your entire phone screen a privacy screen protector, just like those similar cheap privacy screen protectors that you can buy from any phone shop. That's pretty much the technology that is inbuilt into this phone. And this is something that I really would like to test. And the very cool thing about it is that can actually even hide the notifications. You can actually separate pixels from being seen by people who are next to you or sitting next to you on a bus, or it's just a really cool feature that I would love to test in person. And as well as the horizontal lock feature. That feature for me is just game changing. It's not the first time a phone manufacturer has done horizontal lock or a feature similar to that. We've seen that with Motorola as well as Vivo phones. But obviously this is Samsung's, the largest smartphone producer on the planet. They're going to get big use for this. And other than that, really, the S26 Ultra hasn't seen a big jump from the previous S25 Ultra. So personally speaking, upgrade-wise, if you're coming from the S25 or S24 Ultra, I'd say wait for the S27 Ultra. If you really do want that privacy screen or the horizontal lock, maybe you might upgrade. But if you're using anything older than the Galaxy S24 Ultra, maybe it's time to get the leap. As for the base phones, well, these phones are getting harder to sell each and every day, especially for people like me who are fans of the compact phone form factor. The S26 has increased in price. It gets a bump up in storage. You no longer get the 128 gig base variant. It starts off at 256 gigs, and it gets $100 more expensive, but for similar features. And for both of these phones, the S26 and S26 Plus, it really is difficult. It's the same camera sensor, same battery capacity, same charging speeds, slightly different design, but other than that, do you really get anything different from the S25 or the S24? Not really. If you're upgrading, I'd say if you're coming from the Galaxy S21 and you're a fan of the base phones, maybe it's time to upgrade. But S23 upwards, S24 going upwards, you might just have to wait to see what happens next year. Or you could skip over to see what Xiaomi are doing with the Xiaomi 17. That for me is just one of the best compact phones on the planet, with a larger battery, incredible camera sensor, just an all-around better package than the base Galaxy phones. So what do you think of the brand new Galaxy phone, guys? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, Apple last week were a shock, dropping a bunch of devices, and these have caused a huge stir in the tech world. Of course, we got the announcement of the iPhone 17e, which is pretty much the iPhone 16e, but with MagSafe. And it doesn't have the dynamic island, so yay, I guess. And of course, we get the brand new M5 MacBook Pros and the MacBook Air, as well as the M4 iPads. But the big talking point is the MacBook Neo. Now, does this mean it's over for all the $500 mid-spec Windows tablets? maybe, definitely for Chromebooks, this is definitely a warning nail for Chromebooks, given how, especially in the United States, how Apple is so deep into the consciousness of a bunch of people there. At $500, especially if you're going to get a student discount, this is going to be even cheaper for those guys in the US. This is a no-brainer. Many people say this is just pretty much an iPad with a laptop keyboard attachment, which I could see that. It's running an iPhone 16 processor, the A18 Pro, and it has 8 gigs of RAM, comes with the base variant of 256 gigs. You can bump it up to 512 gigs with Touch ID. This is a very compelling product. Benchmark tests have shown that the MacBook Neo is absolutely killing it in terms of single core performance. It's almost equivalent to that of what the M1 did. So many people would ask me, would I get this brand new, a MacBook Neo brand new, or just cough up a bit more and get maybe an M1 MacBook Pro, or even an equivalent MacBook Air, or get an M2 iPad plus the smart keyboard? If you want the touchscreen features plus the keyboard attachment, maybe you go for the iPad, but we've always had this debate about iPads. I feel like I should do a separate video about, is a tablet a tablet, is a tablet a PC now, especially with the iPad. So that's a video idea for the future. But if you really want raw power and longevity, given what the M1 has been doing for the last 6 years, what it has done for portable computing, can I recommend the MacBook Neo? Maybe. If you're going to do a budget type of Apple ecosystem, this is the right way to start. Benchmark wise, this is beating out even the higher spec Intel MacBook Pros from 6-7 years ago, which is a really good start. I'm from Zambia, and you know what this means, that the MacBook Neo is going to cost pretty much the equivalent of a decent gaming PC here, because Apple tax, import tax, all the taxes you get, it's going to cost the same as a decent level Windows gaming PC. So at that point, I'm just saying, if you really want raw power, I just recommend getting a Windows PC or even a refurbished M1 or M2 MacBook. You get really good power and really good longevity. But this is good for the industry. If Apple being the best value company for the last nine or so months, should I say, since the iPhone 17 dropped in September, they've been releasing really great value products. The iPhone 17 for me is just the best bang for buck phone you can get out there. The MacBook Neo is a good entry point into the Apple ecosystem. Of course, you've got the Apple Watch SE, the base iPad, AirPods. You could have a little mini ecosystem working there. So I don't know, guys. Is this the end for Windows laptops? Does this mean it's the end for Chrome? It has to be the end for Chromebooks. Like Chromebooks, man. That's Chromebooks. Oh man, I really don't like Chromebooks. I really don't like Chrome OS. Can we please get Android on PC very soon? Very, very soon. Android 17, waiting for you. So what do you think about the MacBook Neo, guys? Let me know in the comment section down below. And finally, the Google Pixel 10a is here, and it's pretty much the Google Pixel 9.5a. That's nothing much to say, really. It's just the same phone with a thinner, more flatter camera bump, new colors. That's pretty much it. And it's rather disappointing that this is the offering that Google have brought us with the Pixel 10a. I was hoping for something similar to what Apple did with the 17e. Put Pixel Snap on the 10a. Just make it a more convincing lineup all the way around, where your more affordable A series phone has magnetic support, magnetic Qi 2 wireless charging support as well. The Pixel 10a it's a really hard sell. At this point, you can get last year's Pixel 9a. It's definitely a cheaper and better alternative. Or even, you can even, did I say the Pixel? Yeah, last year's Pixel 9a, obviously. Or you can even go as far back as getting the base Pixel 9, which is great value. You get great build quality, great cameras, no compromises there. I'm a bit disappointed with what Google have brought forward with the Pixel 10a, so maybe this is just an indication of what's coming next. With the RAM shortages and the NAND chips shortage that is going on, a lot of tech will be coming in incremental bursts. So I feel like the big winner from these last couple of weeks has been Apple. Apple have been by far and away the big winner in all of this. They released a $500 MacBook. It's rare to have a cheap MacBook. MacBooks are where Apple don't really compromise, not so much with the Apple Watch, the iPad, the iPhone even, and AirPods. MacBooks have always been a premium tier device, but to get an affordable MacBook, that for me is just a steal. So with Google and with what Android 17 is shaping up to be, and with the heavy rumors of Android laptops coming soon, I feel like the MacBook Neo is going to be another game changer to get the industry to wake up. Windows, I'm looking at you. It's really time to wake up. Can fix Windows? I'm begging of you, please. I'm really happy for the MacBook Neo to drop now. I just want a good number of these companies to like wake up and at least bring convincing machines. Does this mean this is over for Windows laptops with the MacBook Neo? No. Windows has a stranglehold on a lot of people, especially outside of the US. MacBooks are good productivity machines, and most of the times I usually recommend MacBooks to high-end users, to graphics designers, editors. Although for more app support, Windows is just always the better alternative. And I know people are going to mention, I know somewhere in the comments someone's going to mention about Linux distros and everything, and I'm planning to do a video on switching to Linux with my old Toshiba laptop. That video is coming in the future sometime, but Windows needs to be fixed, and that's a video all on its own that I'm going to do very soon. But yeah guys, that is pretty much all the big tech news from the last couple of weeks. Let me know which has been the more compelling bit of tech news. Are you excited for the MacBook Neo? What about the Galaxy S26 series? Is there anything compelling? Are you upgrading? Are you seeing Samsung stagnating? And what about the Google Pixel 10a? Is that an interesting phone? Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And if you do not want to miss on an upload, hit the bell icon down below. It's been Jay from JTech. Talk to you guys next time.